Here's a tip of the week. This is a time of the year we kind of focus on violence at home. October was the National Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and we've talked about violence before, and just wanted to share this with you because also this week I've had to talk to some families about this matter. So I figured I'll share it with you. So let's define violence: any act involving physical or verbal force intended to hurt, damage, or kill someone. The strength of emotion and unpleasant or destructive natural force. Domestic violence is any act that is threatening, demeaning, and is an attempt to control, coerce, or hurt an intimate partner or a spouse. Domestic abuse can be physical, can be verbal, emotional, financial, or sexual in nature. Typically, the pattern starts after the honeymoon phase of an intimate relationship, where one partner asserts control and power over the other. This pattern then escalates from a tension building phase to an explosion, proceeding with some type of remorse and calm period. After a while, there is not even any type of remorse or calm period, and it just goes from tension to explosion to tension to explosion. Usually, the controller minimizes the impact of their behavior, and the victim holds lots of pain and shame and minimizes the pain they're getting and they stay. The victim endures, usually due to fear of being harmed more, being abandoned, or their families being harmed, or for the sake of their children. At times, relationship becomes an addictive cycle where the victim hopes for the next honeymoon cycle and thinks that if only she or he does what the abuser wants, it will all go back to normal beginning. Unfortunately, when this condition is not addressed or treated, the violence only gets worse, producing traumas, injuries, and possibly death. So become aware and recognize signs of domestic violence. See this within your own self or any friends that you have. Does your partner belittle and embarrass you in front of your friends and family? Does your partner belittle your accomplishments and you kind of feel like nothing around them? Does the partner use threats or intimidation to make you do what you were told when they say it and you've got to do it? Do they get physical, hit, grab, push, pinch, shove, or choke you? They use drugs or alcohol as an excuse for saying hurtful things. They blame you for their behavior. They pressure you sexually and make you feel guilty and ashamed if you don't do what they're asking you to do. Do they say nasty things about your friends and family and tell you not to hang out with them anymore? Do they keep you from leaving the fight to have more control over you? Do they control all aspects of finances and make you beg for money? Do they break things or throw items at you during a fight? If anything that I said was familiar to you, you need support. If you are the person who's behaving this way, please seek to get help to learn how to manage your anger and anxiety that creates the need to be controlling in this way. You might be depressed or have a mental condition that is not treated, or learn behaviors that are not suitable. This behavior will take away the love and intimacy you also need in your relationship. Therapy can support you to deal and release the pent-up anxiety, rage, and depression. You can learn how to manage your need to control the surrounding and trust yourself and trust your mate. You also benefit from skills that support you to manage your anger, release them, and communicate in a healthy way. If you are the recipient of what I shared, get support from therapy or any of the domestic violence centers, which offers counseling groups and even shelter if it's needed. At times, victims fall into a pattern of provoking the anger, even when the partner is not in an explosive space. They might see this space as a safe time to address and talk about what their needs are, their pain, their anger, their hurt for being abused. And this sometimes triggers more cycle of violence for them. After a while, helplessness and hopelessness occurs, and we just don't move. You need to be safe, be healed, and stop the cycle. Therapy can support you to raise your self-esteem, confidence, and courage to take a stand for yourself, set boundaries, and be treated lovingly. An intimate relationship is a space to create love, intimacy, friendship, and partnership, cooperation, and trust. Violence destroys all of it. You deserve to have a loving relationship. For more observational integrative skills, go to my book, Life Reset, the Awareness Integration Path to Create the Life You Want. Thank you.